All right, let's talk about a question I get all the time. Which AI tool can actually save you the most time at work? Well, today we're putting two of the biggest names in the game, Claude 3.5 Sonnet and GPT-4o, head-to-head in the ultimate productivity showdown.
So which one is going to save you more time? Let's find out. And hey, if you're serious about this stuff, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for more hacks from @BrandTechAuth. You don't want to miss what's coming next.
Look, we're all in this constant race to get more done in less time, right? And right now, two AI models are pretty much leading the pack. But the real question is, which one is the ultimate copilot for your work?
So in one corner, we've got the challenger, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. This is the new kid on the block from Anthropic, and everyone's been raving about its speed and how good it is with code. And in the other corner, the reigning champ, GPT-4o from OpenAI, known for its sheer brain power and, its ability to handle pretty much anything you throw at it.
We're going to throw them into a 3-round gauntlet, no holding back. We'll test their coding, their data skills, and even some real-world automation to see which one truly helps you work faster and smarter. By the end of this, we'll know who the real MVP is.
All right, let's kick things off with round 1, the Coding Showdown. For so many of us, this is where the rubber meets the road. So let's see which of these AIs can actually write some solid, efficient code.
And right out of the gate, you hear stuff like this. A developer on Reddit said Claude is, and I quote, exceptionally impressive. They're saying it spits out nearly bug-free code on the first attempt. Now, if you're a coder on a deadline, you know how absolutely massive that is.
But, let's be real. Just generating code is one thing. Does the AI actually understand what it's writing? That's the real test. So let's move past the anecdotes and look at some cold, hard data.
So how in the world do you even test that? Well, some really smart folks came up with something called equivalence checking. Basically, they show an AI two chunks of code that look totally different and ask, hey, do these two things do the exact same job? It's a brilliant way to see if the AI is just copying and pasting or if it genuinely gets the logic.
And what they found is, well, it's pretty surprising. When it comes to this really complex reasoning task, Claude 3.5 actually sneaks ahead of GPT-4o. It's a super close call, but yeah, a definite point for Claude.
But wait, there's a twist here. Because when you zoom out and look at their overall accuracy across all the coding tests, GPT-4o actually comes out on top with a whopping 82.3%. So here's the verdict for round 1. Need to generate clean, functional code like right now? Claude is your guy. But for deep, complex reasoning and analysis, GPT-4o takes the crown.
Okay, round 1 is in the books. Now it's time for round 2, the data duel. We've all been there, right? Drowning in a spreadsheet or a PDF, just trying to make sense of it all. Let's see which AI is the better lifeguard.
And this is where the user experience really starts to show some cracks. This one person on Reddit just wanted to summarize their monthly spending. They said Claude's answer was smart and human-like. GPT-4o, on the other hand, not only gave them a wrong summary, but the tone was, and I'm quoting here, very robotic and boring. Ouch.
And that really highlights a key difference. When it comes to summarizing data for, other humans, the style and the feel of it matters a ton. Claude's ability to be accurate and engaging gives it a clear win this round, especially for any task that needs that human touch.
And now for the main event. Round 3, real-world automation. We're going to give these AIs a project that would normally take a human hours of tedious work. This is the ultimate test. Let's see how they do.
Okay, here's the mission. Build a fully interactive Excel dashboard from scratch. I mean, this is the kind of task that can just eat up your entire afternoon. If an AI can actually do this, we are talking about some game-changing time savings.
And you've got to see this. The AI doesn't just do it, it breaks the whole thing down into a 5-step plan. It analyzes the data, suggests insights, and then generates all the code you need to create the layout, the pivot tables, the charts, the whole shebang. It's literally like having a data analyst and a developer sitting right next to you.
But let's be honest with ourselves. When does code ever work perfectly on the first try? You always hit some random error, that little pop-up appears, and your whole project grinds to a halt. It is the ultimate productivity killer.
But check this out. This is the real magic. In one example, ChatGPT actually generated code with a bug in it. But instead of the whole thing being a wash, the user just copied the error message, pasted it back in, and the AI fixed its own mistake. Think about that. It turns a massive roadblock into just a tiny little speed bump.
So, after 3 intense rounds, it is time for the final verdict. We've seen them code, we've seen them analyze, we've seen them automate. So who is the ultimate AI productivity champion?
So here's the bottom line. If you need to generate clean code fast, Claude is your best bet. But for wrestling with really complex logic, GPT-4o is just plain smarter. For summarizing data, Claude's human-like style makes it the hands-down winner. And for those huge, complex automation projects, both are amazing, but GPT-4o's versatility and its integrations give it a slight edge.
So what does all of this mean for you? It means that by using the right tool for the right job, you could literally save over 5 hours a week. Every single week. I mean, think about what you could do with an extra 5 hours. That is a massive win.
So, at the end of the day, who's the real winner here? It's you. Seriously. The secret isn't picking one tool and sticking to it forever. It's about building your own AI toolkit. You pull out Claude for creative writing and quick code. Then you bring in the heavy hitter, GPT-4, for that deep analysis and the really complex problem solving. But we all know this space is moving at light speed. The best tool today might not be the best tool tomorrow. So I want to hear from you. What's your go-to AI for productivity right now? And what do you think is coming next? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.